motion. Now, the motion before us challenges the traditional practices of grouping children based on their age in primary and middle school. It proposes an alternative approach where students are grouped based on their competency and intelligence levels. Now, to ensure clarity, let us define the key terms of this motion first. Now, grouping children based on age refers to the current educational systems where students are placed in classes with peers of the same age, regardless of their individual abilities. On the other side, grouping children by competency and intelligence suggests forming classes based on students' proficiency and intellectual capacity, allowing for a more tailored educational experience. In support of this motion, I will be representing two key arguments. First, I will discuss how the adoption of competency and intelligence-based grouping promotes individualized learning and how this can allow tailored education that matches each student's unique abilities. Secondly, I will argue that this alternative approach fosters collaboration and peer learning, surpassing the limitations of age-based grouping. Now, my first argument would be promoting individualized learning. Now, currently, primary and middle schools predominantly organize classrooms based on age. This approach assumes that students of the same age possess similar capabilities and learning needs. However, research and experience have shown that this assumption is flawed. Now, age-based grouping fails to acknowledge the diversity in students' competency and intelligence levels. This can result in one-size-fits-all education that inadequately addresses the unique requirements of each student. As a consequence, some students may even feel unchallenged and disengaged, while others struggle to keep up with the pace of those that they believe to be intelligent. By adopting competency and intelligence-based grouping, we can overcome the limitation of age-based grouping. This approach involves assessing students' abilities and grouping them accordingly. It ensures that students who excel in certain subjects receive appropriate challenges, while those who need extra support receive necessary attention. Now, there are some benefits of individualized learning that we can immediately see. First is the tailored education that matches unique abilities. Individualized learning allows educators to tailor their teaching methods to match each subject's abilities. Now, this personalized approach fosters a deeper understanding of the subject matter and encourages students to reach their full potential. No longer constrained by age-based expectations, students can progress at their own pace, maximizing their intellectual growth. Second, differentiated teaching methods and personalized learning plans that help students adapt into. Competency and intelligence-based grouping enables teachers to employ differentiated teaching methods. They can adapt their instructional techniques to suit the learning styles and preferences of each group. Personalized learning plans can also be developed, addressing individual strengths and weaknesses. Now, this ensures that no students get left behind and that all students are given equal opportunities to succeed. My second argument would be fostering collaboration and peers. By comparing the limitations of age-based grouping in promoting collaboration with the potential benefits of competency and intelligence-based groups, we can highlight its own benefits. The first would be enhanced collaboration. Competency and intelligence-based grouping offers the potential for enhanced collaboration among students. Now, by grouping students based on their abilities, regardless of age, we create environments where students can collaborate with peers who are at a similar level of understanding and competence. Now, this enables more meaningful peer-to-peer interaction as students can engage in productive discussions, share knowledge, and even support each other's learning. Now, by removing the limitation of age-based grouping, we can foster a collaborative atmosphere where students learn from and with each other effectively. This will also help them with the social anxiety that a lot of people now have due to fear of someone older being having to communicate and adapt to them, or even not being able to connect with someone that is younger. Now, tailored challenges and support will be the second benefit. Now, age-based grouping often fails to provide appropriate challenges and support to students due to the assumption that all students of the same age have similar abilities. In contrast, the competency and intelligence-based grouping allows for tailored education that matches each student's unique abilities. Students who excel in certain subjects can be provided with more advanced materials and challenges, stimulating their intellectual growth. Similarly, students who require additional support can receive targeted interventions and assistance. This personalized approach fosters a more inclusive and supportive learning environment, which in turn promotes collaboration as students feel empowered and valued. Third benefit would be the diverse perspectives and problem-solving skills that each of the students would have. Now, age-based grouping tends to limit the diversity of perspective within the classroom as students are primarily interacting with peers of the same age who have similar educational experiences. In contrast, competency and intelligence-based grouping creates classrooms with students of varying abilities and backgrounds. This diversity of thought and perspective enriches the discussion and problem solving activities. Students learn to appreciate different approaches and develop the critical thinking skills as they collaborate with peers who bring unique insights and ideas to the table. Embracing competency and intelligence based grouping thus enhances collaboration by fostering creativity and innovation. And then the next one would be reduce social pressure and competition. Age-based grouping often leads to social pressure and unhealthy competition among students. Students may feel the need to compare themselves to their peers and meet societal expectations based solely on age. Competency and intelligence-based grouping alleviate this pressure by shifting the focus from age-related expectations to individual abilities. Students can concentrate on their own progress and growth without the unnecessary pressure to outperform their peers based on age. This reduction in social pressure fosters a more cooperative and supportive collaborative environment. By all these, we can create a generation with intelligence that is equal yet qualified for the real world scenarios that will apply to them and their development of essential life skills. In the real world, individuals are rarely segregated solely based on age. Workplaces, social settings, and communities consist of people with diverse backgrounds, skills, and experiences. By adopting competency and intelligence-based grouping, we can prepare students for the realities that they will face beyond the classroom. And the competency and intelligence-based grouping foster the development of essential life skills, such as teamwork, adaptability, and effective communication. Students learn to collaborate with individuals who may have different strengths and weaknesses similar to real-world situations. This prepares them to work effectively in teams, navigate diverse environments, and succeed in their future endeavors.